So we're here at New York Comic Con, we're at the Denuo Novo booth, and I'm here with Mark. Mark.
Hi Mark.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Hello, English Mark. It is American Mark.
Hello, American Mark.
Great to see everyone. Hi, everyone. We're at booth 3235,
Yes.
New York Comic Con. It's going well. It's almost over already,
I know.
which is kind of crazy. It all happens in a blur.
What new stuff, when I'm looking at this dude right here?
We picked the right place to stand in front of. So this is one of our newest pre-orders up on the Denuo Novo website. This is our X-Wing Rebel pilot jumpsuit. He's made of 100% cotton, and right now we're offering just the jumpsuit. So we're going to be adding the accessories at a later time, but we do have numerous X-Wing helmets that you can pair him with. So we've got Luke Skywalker, blue leader, red leader, gold leader, the race salvage, and our customizable X-Wing, so you can be whatever character you like.
Is this, and will this be, well, here's a question. Have you yet done a snowspeeder helmet?
No, not yet.
And will that be compatible with it when you do?
So, snowspeeder helmet, I'm not sure is going to be on the agenda. I am getting a lot of Scout Trooper questions, though. Yes. And we do have a bunch of other helmets in the works. But my feeling is, like, everything should work together. Yes. So if we ever get to that type of product, like, we'd want it to match up with the right costume, right? And along with the X-Wing helmet, we also have our TIE Fighter helmet, or TIE Fighter jumpsuit to pair with the helmets. And we have the gray version that you can do for a whole bunch of different Imperial costumes.
Technicians.
Yeah, the technicians. Anything in the Navy, you get a hat, you get a belt, you're good to go. It's the easiest way into the costuming groups.
We put a post on Fantha Tracks recently where you guys had laid out the outfit for Thrawn, which is very similar to Krennic, which was a perfect example of you saying that you can mix and match these.
Yeah, very modular. So, and we did get some feedback too. A lot of people are saying Krennic wears black pants. Thrawn does not. He wears white, which is accurate, right? So we want to get you as close as possible as we can. Currently, we have the Admiral tunic in that off-white color. We have 3 different badges that you can pair with that. The Grand Admiral, the regular Admiral, which works for Krennic, as well as Grand Moff, which would work with the olive gray Imperial officers. And then we've got the cape for Krennic, and then, of course, black pants, black tunic.
Brian, the cape for Krennic.
The cape is very dramatic. Have you seen it at other shows? We didn't bring it this time, but it's super big. So very dramatic piece.
What other new helmets can you show me? There's a beautiful array of stuff here, as there always is.
We have a range of stuff. So do you want me to walk you over there and show you?
Absolutely.
All right, excellent. Okay, this is one of our newest helmets on the website. This is our first order Snow Trooper helmet. He's made of fiberglass. He is gigantic. He's one of the biggest that we have in the lineup, and it's because of this hood on the back right here. So, and this is all, you want to give this a look? Yeah.
Hefty.
Yeah, he's a big boy, for sure. And the inside, like all of our fiberglass helmets, are fully lined and comes with multiple cushion pads, and they're all washable, so you can adjust them as you need to based on the size and shape of your head. So this is one of the last items on the Anovo's back order. Like, things are coming along really well on that front.
I was going to ask about that. Where are you on that process? Because obviously it has been a process.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a long one, right? We're in like year 2-ish.
Yeah.
We went live in August of 2021, and as you know, I started at Ruby's in January of 21. So I had a little less than 6 months, a little more than 6 months to get rolling and get live on all things Denuo Novo.
Yeah.
As of now, we're about 85% fulfilled on the back order, all the items that are in stock.
Yeah.
That's the percentage that they make up of the back order. The ones that are on pre-order now include the first order Snow Trooper, the classic Snow Trooper, which is right up there, which is the ABS plastic version, the originator of this guy, right?
Yes.
We have the Death Trooper helmet, which is coming along, and then we also have the Patrol Trooper from Solo: A Star Wars Story. Next year, we'll be putting up the Sabine Wren Season 4 Death Trooper Specialist, and then the Kylo Ren Ensemble, and then, oh my god, it's over, we're done. So, and we can move on to new items, which will be thrilling. Yeah.
You say new items, obviously, once you get to that barrier, I guess, it was going to feel great for you guys moving forward from that. Without giving anything away, because you can't, how far out are you looking? How broad are you casting your net?
Oh boy, so we have numerous streams of content now, and of course a whole back catalog of movies to talk about. Yeah. So even the jumpsuits, they weren't on the back order, but they were in the Anovo's catalog. We were able to get all that info, and we felt that that was like a staple item to have in the mix. So I do want to go back to original trilogy. I do want to look at some additional prequel items, but the new streams of content like Ahsoka and Andor coming back for season 2, those are some dig sites we're looking into. There might be another Imperial officer uniform of sorts. We did see a lot of ISBers in Andor. There was another iconic uniform in Andor that we might be working on sometime soon. There's only one way to know what that might be, and you should follow us at our social channels at Denuo Novo. And then on the Ahsoka front, there were some striking helmets that appeared, including the Sabine in her colors, like the silver and pink. So we're looking into all of those things. Nothing's 100% yet, but those are the dig sites we're looking into. Can we get the right assets? Can I get like 3D files and like good photography and really make it look like it's screen accurate? You know, that's really the plan.
And because you're moving forward under your own steam, if that's the right way of putting it, and technology moves forward and access to assets changes, of course, the work you've done before is super accurate, but you're always striving for more perfection, more perfection.
Exactly.
Has the technology progressed to the degree that you are getting even closer to that? You know what I mean?
Yes, and the nice thing is with Lucasfilm being able to provide such like, on the new movies, high-res assets in a way that you could have never dreamed of in 1977, right? One of the things people always ask us about, especially on the Imperial officer uniforms, how many sewing rims are on the top of the hat? And the answer is yes. There's like 6 or 7 or 5 or whatever because there wasn't accuracy, or I shouldn't say there wasn't accuracy, there wasn't uniformity around costuming in 1977 because no one imagined a world in which 40 years later we'd be doing consumer product, right? Whereas now there's intentionality to this, right? Like this is built in a way that we know it can be replicated for not just the number of people that were on film, but that some crazy costumer is going to want to put this into a market, right? Including the individual makers, right, with 3D printers.
And of the new stuff that's come out, that's available now, and as you said, there's always stuff coming out. Not that you can ever really pick because they're all your baby, but which one, as your Star Wars heart, which one would you gravitate towards?
You know what I'm having a lot of fun with at the moment? We have that customizable X-Wing. And so our X-Wing helmets are available, as I mentioned earlier, with like Luke and Red Leader and all those. But we know people want to really be their own thing, do their own thing. The customizable is just a blank white helmet. And I see it being delivered to me off camera right here. Excellent work. This is our blank X-Wings, the customizable. And it's got the solid white acrylic. It's the same mold as all of our other X-Wings. The visor right here, the microphone, the chin strap, and we have some pads on the inside. We actually give you 2 donuts so you can remove them as needed. And then you'll get a set of water decals with all of the like major symbols. So like the Rebel Alliance and all the little swirls and swishes and all that kind of stuff so you can do up your own helmet. This I'm having a lot of fun with. So I want to do more customizable stuff in the future to really let you be the character.
So that's the intention, to give obviously screen accuracy, let people be the characters that they've seen on film, but also have enough scope that they can add that flair of individuality to their costuming.
Yeah, I sort of imagine like 2 buckets of Denuo Novo. Like a Novo's really leaned in on we match the thing you see on screen, end of sentence, right? I think that there's a building component to this as well, and we've seen it with like the First Order Stormtrooper kit and all the other builders. They add their own scuffing, they add their own marks, they add their own colors. Like, and now I think of like if a Novo's was servicing 501st, Rebel Legion, I want to do that and Mando Mercs. And all the other guys who are saying, I want to have a Mando helmet in purple and orange, and kind of like Mando Season 3 with the explosion of Mandos. Like, I can't do all those helmets, but I can do a blank with some different like earpieces on the sides, or like you change the keys out on the back, and then you can paint it as you need. You know, get some auto paint and you're good to go.
That's a fantastic idea.
So that'll be fun. That'll be different, right?
It will be different. It's Saturday as we speak. There's another bit and a day of the show to go. How much have you enjoyed the show so far?
Oh, this one's been really fun. I mean, look around in our booth right now. There's so much fun stuff happening. Kids are playing with lightsabers. People are trying on helmets like there's no tomorrow. We're not getting the customer service questions that we got at like Celebration 22, where I sat at that desk for like 4 straight days just answering questions about when you might get your order. Now it's like, oh, hey, I received my order. And this is a great story. We were in San Diego just a few months ago, right? We had a bunch of 501sters come to the booth in their Stormtrooper uniforms, their armor that they built from our kit that we delivered, that was from the Anova's back order. So we delivered their kit, they built it, and they got it 501st approved, and then they came to our booth and took pictures with us. So that is the story that I couldn't have written 2 years ago. I was only imagining a time that product was even in hands, and then I had like the happy ending to that story.
It's very special to get anything approved by the 501 because they are so exacting. So that's a big tick in the box.
Yes, it's been wonderful. We had a few 501sters come by today, including a guy who was in our Imperial officer, which I would say that's the easiest way in. I'm actually not in the 501st, full disclosure. But I do understand that like buying our tunic, our pants, the belt, the hat, and then you add the little data sticks, and you get some good boots from somewhere else, not us, because we don't do boots. You can find your way in relatively easily. Just I always tell people, contact your local garrison, because you need to be styled correctly, tailored correctly. Like the sleeve hits here, not here. Like it's very that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so. Where can people find you if they want to know
Oh
more
boy,
about
so
Denuo?
follow us at Denuo Novo. Hello, hi. That's my good friend Carolyn.
Someone's video.
You're all good.
So sorry.
It's good.
She's one of my good friends from our days at Star Wars, actually. And this is what I love. That's actually the other thing I love about being at these shows. We run into our friends, right? So we're all one part of like giant galaxy.
We are.
But yeah, find me at Denuo Novo, and then of course I'm also at Darth Von Ohlen, and you can keep up with all the latest of all of our shenanigans over here.
And tell us about the podcast.
Yes. Okay. So I'm also a YouTuber, like everyone else in Star Wars. I have a show every Monday night on the Virtual Cantina Network. So you can find them. It's the Facebook group that's called Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025, or YouTube at the Virtual Cantina Network. And I'll be on Monday to talk about Star Wars Rebels like we always do.
Yep.
It's actually 0 Hour Part 2. We're doing some Thrawn episodes. That's a great Thrawn episode. And we'll do a little New York Comic Con recap.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you as
It's gonna be
always.
fun. So good seeing you. Thank you for flying all the way across the country
I know,
just to see me.
just to see you.
I know, this was amazing.
I
So
know.
worth the trip.